Okay, I need to take a
That
breath.
is going to be the intro.
I need to take a breath. Hi everyone, welcome to Real Talks, a podcast where geeks talk about movies. I'm your host Samaa.
I'm your co-host Shannon.
As mentioned in last episode, we were supposed to talk about Begonia, but unfortunately Shannon didn't watch it.
Yeah, I'm bowing my head here in shame here in the studio. Unfortunately, I had my hands tied with quite a few university things, and also separate personal issues I had to go through. We have been quite proactive in the last 2 weeks, though, haven't
Yeah, I
we?
agree with you.
We last week we did. Do you want to mention it?
We signed up for a contest that basically we do a movie in 48 hours.
Yes, it was 48 hours of madness, obstacles, chaos. Summer doing this thing constantly.
Guys, if Shannon edits some bloopers for that,
I'm definitely going to edit bloopers. It was so funny what we got
give you
to
a little snippet because I don't want you guys to see me losing my mind.
We slowly at least you did 100% slowly descended into insanity by the very end of that shoot.
For sure. I literally
You looked
slept.
so dumb.
I literally slept on the couch while you were filming the last
Filming
scene.
the last scene. It was so much fun. There were 14 other teams and we all got to watch everyone else's films. It was shooting from the hip, which is quite a thing here in Bournemouth. They do it every year. So it's really, really good fun. Definitely one of my top memories. And I implore you guys to get involved in your own film contest if that's something you want to do. But yeah, we had our hands tied with that. We will be posting the film on our social medias. You can find that if you go over to the link in bio on our Instagram, which is at Real Talks Podcast. And yeah, you should be able to find the movie very soon.
So we decided to give you a special episode and talk about our favorite movies in general.
Ooh, exclusive.
This would be interesting because me and Shannon have opposite tastes in movies.
Yeah, it's going to be... We thought, you know what, we've not actually done anything about our individual movies, so it is a bit different this episode, isn't it? But
for sure.
We're gonna talk about our favourites and then hopefully not argue because I know that we've got...
Well, you just listen to this episode and you'll find out.
You know what? While we're actually, because I know that this conversation's going to end up taking a turn later, should we shake on it that when we leave this podcast studio, we're still going to be friends?
Okay.
Because I feel like I'm going to say some things to you that are going to wind you up.
I have a lawyer friend.
Okay.
So I will let her write up a contract where I can kill you.
Am I just handing it over my evidence of why you should be able to hire a hitman or something?
Yeah. You want to shake on it?
Let's shake on it.
Hiring a hitman.
It's hiring a hitman.
Hey, we shake on it. Okay.
I'm looking forward to this episode. It's going to be different.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
I have so many opinions.
So do I.
Let's see where this goes.
Yeah. You know what? Let's start off then. Let's start off mutual. Let's get to know each other about our film taste, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
What's your favourite film? But all-time favourite, the one that got you into movies.
The one that got me into movies is Back to the Future, for sure.
Okay. Did it surprise you that I've not seen it?
No.
No.
Doesn't surprise me.
The look she gave me was like, shoot me daggers.
Guys, don't worry, we're gonna get the camera soon.
Yeah, you will see the look she gives me.
Oh yeah, I'm very facial expression person, not...
I just laugh at everything.
Like
I know that I'm
gasping at
annoying.
everything.
But yeah, no, I do know roughly about Back to the Future. I remember the once they bought the actual Back to the Future car. I don't know if it was probably a replica thinking about it, but they bought it to my local town.
Oh yeah, I saw the DeLorean.
Yeah,
I know it.
But yeah, it's I think they've also got a car like that in GTA, the Deluxo.
Yeah.
You were flying it the other day.
Yeah, I was flying it the other day and then we died 50 times.
That's funny. But yeah, why Back to the Future then? Because that's a classic, isn't it? I know that much.
I don't know how to explain it because I cannot show you how I felt. I was growing up, I was the kind of person who escaped. When I wanted to escape, I watched movies. I was watching the early rom-coms, and then Back to the Future came up. I don't know why, don't ask me. And I decided to watch it.
Is it a rom-com then, or is it just a...
No, it's not for sure. It's like a sci-fi.
Action, adventure, sci-fi. Okay, yeah.
And then I watched it, and after it I was like, whoa, that indescribable feeling. I want someone else to feel it too.
We just... taken by it, I guess.
Yeah, I wanted, my hope in life is someone comes up to me and says, you inspired me to make movies.
Aww.
Because that's what Back to the Future did to me.
That's really nice.
I don't need any awards or recognition. I just need that one person to come up to me and say.
When did you say you watched it? Sorry, was it
I was like 15, 16.
15? Okay. Wow. So that's
Yeah.
almost been like a decade then of.
Damn, you're making me
Almost.
sound
You're
old.
giving me more years now. Sorry. Like half a decade.
Yeah.
That's actually really sweet though.
I literally just need this one person. Don't care who it is.
Just someone to call
Not
to
my
say you
family, because I know they'll say it.
Summer, you inspire me.
To say,
She pointed a
watch
finger
your
at me.
movie, watched your movie, want to make movies because you made me want to make movies.
That is a really nice legacy to have. Do you want to know my favourite?
Twister?
Yeah. I don't even need to say, I'm just going to leave now. So Summer already knows my film slate. She's
Yeah,
just gonna
because you always talk
for me.
about.
Yeah, it's... Oh my gosh. I will not go through the whole story of Twister, but I will say this. It is incredible. It's a film that was filmed in 1996, I believe, off the top of my head, and it features Helen Hunt, Bill Paxton, an incredible duo. It was... I first watched it when I was 7. I'm 20 now, so this was I've been alive longer than I have not been watching Twister, if that makes sense. I don't know what I'm trying to get with that.
I literally don't know either.
I've been alive longer knowing Twister exists than I have not knowing Twister.
Oh, yeah, I get to know.
Which is actually crazy when you think about it. But no, I watched it when I was 7. At the time, it was a 12A. And my mom, I remember her sitting down, watching it.
Shout out to your mom.
Shout out to my mom, because if she never introduced it to me, I literally don't know where I'd be right now with this without this film. But I remember her saying, it's movie magic, and not everything in this movie actually happens. There's a whole behind the scenes. I want you to cover your eyes during the film. So at the very start, there's a really captivating scene.
Question: how did your mom get you in? If it's
No. So it was made in 1996. So we watched it at home. My mom studied film and TV media at university. And it was her that was like, when I was a kid, Twister really grabbed me. It'd be really interesting to see what she thinks.
Yeah.
So she had little me. She was like, it's okay to be scared, don't worry. And I still remember it so vividly watching it for the first time. There's a really captivating scene where there's a family that have a tornado coming in its path. They have no warning time to get to the bunker. So it's quite a really big out there scene. The dad flies out the bunker. And I remember my mom being like, it's okay. It's just a film. Don't stress. But for me, I was amazed by that because I didn't know tornadoes existed back then. So based on this film alone, it is the very reason why I'm sat here talking to you in this podcast studio today, because it's inspired me to do media, to document storms, to really want to go to America and storm chase in Oklahoma where Twister was set. So huge shout out to my mom for that, and a huge shout out to the film because I know that it's inspired so many people all over the world to watch to storm chase. So that is one I can watch 50 times over, and I will happily talk about it.
A round of applause for that.
Summer's discovered the soundboard. So for those who don't know, we have this device in the studio where we get to toggle the microphone levels. There's also a soundboard with 8 different sounds.
Yeah.
Because she's leading today, she was pressing them all, and today she's found the clap. So
there's clap, alarm, drum beat,
Bleeps,
heartbeat,
air
horn, bleep.
So if you hear it randomly,
brass. What is brass?
Whoa.
Okay.
That sounded I could hear that through the headphones. So if you hear sound effects at any point, it's because Summer's like, "Oh, what does this button do?"
Yeah, I'm gonna be the DJ.
DJ. No, but okay. So it's actually really sweet that Back to the Future is the reason you're here talking with me today about films, and the reason I'm talking is about Twister. So we can agree that films are really impactful then.
For sure, 100%.
Absolutely. And I know you said that films are really powerful as a tool of escape, but it's also inspiring, impactful. It brings up conversations that maybe didn't exist before. So shout out to films, I guess.
Shout out to films.
Art forms of media, but...
Oh, by the way, we're banned from talking about music today.
Yes, we're not talking about music because...
Don't say it. Don't say it.
I'm going to hold myself back. I'm not going to talk about it.
Good.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Moving on.
Hold me back. Hold me back, Papa. Hold me back. Sorry, carry on.
Moving on. What's your favorite cinematography?
Cinematography. Okay. I have to really think about this one. The scene that has always stuck in my head since I watched it in the cinema was... So it's Spider-Man No Way Home. And it's that scene with Tom Holland where after Aunt May dies, spoiler warning, by the way, if you haven't seen it by now, I'm sure everyone would have seen Spider-Man No Way Home. But there's this scene where it's really blue and he's stood in this New York City landscape.
Mm.
And it's, I just can't get over it. It's the look on his face, it's the camera quality, it's the cinematography. Spider-Man No Way Home for sure. What about you?
Oh, no questions asked. La La
already know.
Land.
La La Land. Yeah.
La La Land cinematography makes my eyes literally turn into a heart.
Oh, glaze over.
Yeah.
Mesmerized by
Like
this.
I remember watching it. I had my chin resting on my
Oh,
arm.
your feet kicking in the back.
Oh, I wasn't kicking. I was sitting in a chair, and I had the biggest smile on my face,
Oh,
and my jaw dropped at some scenes because it was so beautiful.
I've never watched La La Land, which I know won't surprise you, and it is 100%. I have a mental film.
That's when I
Watch this.
realized. That's when I realized a movie is not successful if the cinematography isn't good.
I know that every time when we did the 48-hour film contest, I remember you being like, "We need to get the cinematography because of
Yeah.
La La Land."
Yeah,
that's
I'm
so
always
cool.
like cinematography.
I've just discovered. I've pulled it up on the computer. It's on BBC iPlayer for free.
Go ahead, watch it tonight.
I could just pull it up. Right, hang on, guys. Give us about 2 hours. I'm going to be watching it right now here in the studio. I did
I
not.
want to go
I
home, Shannon.
promise I will watch it tonight because I did
Good.
not know it was for free on there.
Good.
That is on my 100%. I will watch that. And I will put a letterbox rating up on the Real Talk. so
Oh
you
my
can see that
god, I'm so
stuck to
excited
it.
to see.
I will definitely watch La La Land.
For
but
sure.
I know that I've seen a little TikTok snippet of the director tapping the cameraman's shoulder where the cameraman has to pan left, pan right.
Oh,
and it's
you'll know
really
exactly
quick.
which scene that is when you watch the movie tonight.
Yes, two nights. I'm going to be
Tonight.
messaging you all throughout that.
Watch me forget and open my Instagram to like 50 messages.
Oh my god, this is so cool. I also know that it came up on my TikTok that Emma Stone primarily wears yellow, Ryan Gosling wears
Color
blue.
theory.
Yeah. So, am I right in saying that they're both separate colours and then when they're in love,
Yeah.
they're purple?
Oh my god, I'm gonna send you after you watch the movie. I'm gonna send you a video about the color theory in La La Land.
Okay. So I've got
Yeah.
a whole thing to go through then. And then at the end when they separate, I think
Your
their colours
color
separate.
theory. Color.
What about favourite dialogue-driven film?
12 Angry Men.
12 Angry Men. Do you want to talk a bit about that?
It's so dialogue driven. It's basically.
I don't know anything about
It's
it. So.
it's basically a jury of 12 men, and they're like watching a trial of this kid who was accused of killing his dad. And by the way, every sign leads to him being guilty.
Okay.
But you know how in jury duty everyone has to be unanimous. So basically, one of them is saying he's not guilty, and in the movie,
Yeah.
it's just one scene, them in the room,
Okay.
and it's one guy
Yeah.
trying to convince 11 of them, saying he's not guilty.
And does he do it in the end?
Watch it and find out.
Did you watch it? I've got so much to watch now. I think it makes you feel involved in the film if you are constantly questioning things yourself.
Yeah.
It's stimulating your own mind. So I think that's
Because
really clever.
the guy doesn't just convince the 11 other jurors, he also convinces you.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. You feel like you're actually in the room with them.
Yeah, and then he was
That's
like,
really
"Yeah,
powerful.
what is he talking about? He actually did the crime." And then the movie was like, maybe I am stupid.
It shows the importance of script writing, doesn't it?
Oh yeah,
Because
for
if
sure.
you have
I
a really bad
and I
script,
always said how I love dialogue-driven movies.
yeah. Every time there's a dialogue, I will always go back to it. I think we mentioned it in one of the previous episodes as well. Hallows Road.
Yeah.
That was such a. I remember coming out of you out the cinema, and we were both like, "What just happened? That was amazing."
And it's also like one scene, it's just them in the car.
Yes. Yeah. I could watch that again. I need to watch that again. Where is it? Hallows Road. I will watch that again for sure. It's on YouTube. You can rent it from £3.49. So I will also be watching that
is
one.
Hallows Road your favorite like dialogue?
It's definitely up there, but I'm going to throw in one that my mom also introduced me. And bless my mom, she's introduced me to quite a few, is The Phone Booth. I can't remember what his name is that stars in it. Colin
Farrell.
That's the one. Yeah. So he stars in Phone Booth. It's quite an old movie.
Yeah.
It's a dialogue-driven film about a guy who's stuck in a phone booth and he gets blackmailed by... It's a really cool thing. It's very metaphorical. And I had my attention, like I was doing other things, but when I watched that film, I had to put everything down and just focus on it.
Yeah.
And that was very dialogue driven until the end. So Phone Booth is probably up there for me.
What's a movie that you love and you know everyone else loves?
Everyone else loves. Oh, okay. I think this is where it might get a little bit controversial because the films that I like, I don't feel that everybody else likes, but one I'm confident everyone else likes for sure because of all the reaction to it is Avengers Endgame and Infinity War. Infinity War was good, but Endgame was, now that was it. She's giving me a look.
Look.
Oh
look,
no.
Look.
Okay. Is this where we're about to scrap and you hire a hitman? Is this where we're going? You've got to tell me you like Endgame.
Look, I like Endgame. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
It's a good movie.
I'm really nervous by that. Don't get me wrong.
But Marvel fell off after Endgame. It did.
I wish there was a camera in here right now because my eyes are shut. And I can feel this like surge of...
Literally, the only good thing that came out of Marvel after Endgame is WandaVision.
Sorry, I rolled my eyes then.
I know, I saw that. I have eyes myself.
No, I'm saying it to the guys listening. I rolled my eyes, everybody, listen. Okay. Did you like Thunderbolts?
Look, I liked it. I was surprised.
Okay.
Because everything else sucked.
Okay. Okay. I like that. I heard the beef. That's clever. Let me have a look. Marvel timeline. I need to familiarise myself. Marvel timeline.
Everything else?
Films after Endgame. Thunderbolts got so much hate. And stop it. I love how you could do that. Everything else. No, Thunderbolts got so much hate, and I will never understand why. Do you know which is another Marvel film that got loads of hate? And I watched it 3 times in the first week it came out. Captain Marvel. Don't you dare give me that look. I'm about to throw hands. You did not like Captain Marvel? What about Black Widow? Sorry.
Look, Marvel was great growing up, but now
This is genuine, by the way.
But now I'm like, what's going on? That's why I feel like DC is gonna take over.
Oh, don't you dare. No.
It is.
Okay, so you're DC, not Marvel.
For sure.
I don't like you anymore then. Sorry.
I don't like you.
I am not a DC fan, I'm sorry.
Okay, why?
Right, I'm going to give context on this. Because I have a friend who loves DC and we've always had this debate. She goes, why do you hate DC? I grew up watching the very classic Wonder Woman. You know, it's a series and it was on a DVD.
Yeah.
And I can't... Lindsay Lohan, I think, from memory.
It's not Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan is from Freaky Friday.
Sorry, that's right. It is a Lindsay because I remember it's the same name as my mum. What's her name? Lindsay Wonder Woman. Lindsay Wagner. Okay, so I grew up with Lucy Wagner. Lindsay Wagner? I'm so sorry. Lindsay Wagner.
Okay.
Wonder Woman. And I also watched the original Superman, which was on DVD. Reeves. So I started off, my first, thoughts of superheroes was all the original DC films. So I have dabbled in DC. It's not that I'm loyal to Marvel. I just found it boring. I didn't get it. Like, I didn't get Wonder Woman with an invisible car. I know that sounds contradictory with Marvel.
Okay, listen.
Superman with lasers out his eyes and kryptonite and alien stuff. I just didn't get it. I'm sorry. I know Marvel's like that, but...
Listen
to the wind blow. Sorry, it's a song.
I will actually kick you out.
Carry.
Listen. You watch the old one with, bad CGI and everything. And look, I agree with you that DC sucked a bit when it was, not good people in charge of it. But after James Gunn took over DC and the new Superman came out, did you or did you not like it?
Can we mention James Gunn started as a Marvel director?
Yeah.
And he did Guardians of the Galaxy.
I know.
Yeah.
And now he's the head of DC.
So it took a Marvel guy to go into DC to fix DC. So that speaks volumes, in my opinion. They needed Marvel to help.
So you're saying every Marvel show or movie after Endgame was good?
Guardians of the Galaxy was really good.
After Endgame, I'm talking about, was Marvel good or admit it fell off? Admit it. That's what I want.
It's okay. Not entirely, but there were some films that didn't do it justice.
Did you watch the new Superman?
I did watch the new
What did you think?
Okay.
Okay. I know that smile, so be honest.
It was a stronger right. Should I tell you where I'm at with DC now? Like
Where?
completely objectively.
No, not the DC before James Gunn because I hate
No,
the
because
DC
there
before
are
James.
films of DC that are more recent that I have tolerated.
Like,
So Shazam.
I don't like Shazam.
What? You don't like Shazam?
I hate DC before James Gunn. I think, honestly, this is the argument. DC is gonna take over Marvel in the next coming years because James Gunn took over.
What if they introduce a Young Avengers? Do you think that then DC
I
still
think
beats
Marvel is gonna up.
the beat? You love that. I do agree that after they
You what?
killed,
You what?
Hang on. After they killed off some of the really high-end, high-profile characters in Marvel, it did lose its potential a little bit.
I think Marvel is gonna with Young Avengers.
This is the big debate now, isn't it? I'm so glad we're actually talking about this. Films after Endgame.
And I think because James Gunn is the head of DC now, he's gonna skyrocket DC. So the kids now is gonna look up at DC the way we looked at Marvel, the way when we grew up.
I can understand the kids now, as in the generation that are getting them, like, don't know any of the
So
context.
like my nieces and nephews, they'll grow up with Superman, Supergirl,
I can understand that point. I can understand why newer generations would now look
Wonder
up to DC
Woman.
more.
Batman. They're gonna grow up with that.
Do you know, actually, this is going to surprise you, and I like the films. It's not going to surprise you, this part, but I like the films and no one else likes. So, Shazam was okay, and I did, like, everyone else said it was okay.
Yeah,
I actually really liked it. Did you like Black Adam with Dwayne Johnson?
it was okay. Like I said,
really
I
liked
like.
that one.
I literally am looking up to DC now
Yeah.
after James Gunn took over. Because I've always loved James Gunn's stuff.
What were your thoughts on the Joker?
What joke? Oh, the new one?
So there
the
was
musical?
Joker, and then the second one.
The musical?
Yeah, I can't remember how you say it.
I feel like they greenlit it before James Gunn could take over.
Okay, so
So
you're
the-
still like,
I didn't
Joker-
like the new Joker.
you didn't.
I didn't. The singing with Lady Gaga was
The
like
singing was a little bit too much, but
Yeah, I
I
was like, it
actually
doesn't
did
make
enjoy the Joker, which is
See, that's what I mean.
I
You
like
have
what
really
everyone
told it.
hates.
So, come to conclusion, DC is gonna overtake Marvel in the coming years.
I still think there's a chance for Marvel to redeem themselves. I do
How?
believe that.
How?
I think if they head in the direction of Young Avengers, you know, like, I think Spider-Man's really carrying through Marvel at the moment.
That's it.
Yeah.
I feel like they're
Yeah,
gonna mess up Young Avengers, to be honest.
I've Googled films after Endgame just to remind myself. We had Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3,
Amazing. I
Yeah.
cried.
and that was after Endgame.
And James
Spider-Man.
Gunn directed it.
Far From Home, Spider-Man No Way Home,
Okay.
Doctor Strange, The Multiverse of Madness, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier,
Bad.
Wakanda Forever. The only films I did not like, to be fair, after Endgame was Eternals. Did you ever watch
Yeah.
that one? I'm sorry, that was genuinely a letdown. I love Marvel, but the Eternals was such a letdown.
I feel like it got Marvel's ego got blasted so much that they generally think
The only thing
whatever they release, they will have a fan base. You're finding it hard to like argue with me because deep down you honestly are scared for Marvel.
I am a little scared for Marvel.
Because be honest,
They're basically like on
you're
a
scared
precipice.
that James Gunn taking over is scary because now they're doing Clayface, they're doing Supergirl, he wrote and did storyboard for the second Superman. They're looking for Wonder Woman and Batman.
So they're revamping the whole of DC.
Yes,
Okay, maybe I am a little scared.
exactly.
I thought it was just Superman was
he
the main thing.
and James Gunn actually listens to fans. And also, Lois and Clark have so much chemistry.
Yeah, to be fair, they did do well
were
on the
so
casting.
cute.
They did do well on the cat. To be fair, I came out of Superman in. I wish that we had a camera right now because I did the British lip thing where you
See?
almost took your top lip over your bottom lip. I'm
And
doing that.
over.
Like I was like, okay.
So
Fair enough.
deep down, I honestly think you're terrified for Marvin.
Do you want to know what my mom said about the film? Because I was like, it was actually decent, right? Do you want to know what my
I'm
mom
scared.
said?
I'm so scared.
I did not like it at all because my Superman was the one who saves Lois Lane from earthquakes and like natural disasters, but they've changed it to sci-fi and to CGI now, so I don't like Superman. That was my mom's word for word, and it was such a controversy in the group chat because I voice noted her honest response to all my friends, and they were not happy.
Yikes.
But yeah, she mentioned because her Superman was the one I grew up with originally watching, and it was all
Christopher Reeve.
canyons falling and dams, and he had to like save her, and that
But
was
this
where
is
she
more
grew up.
comic book like.
Yeah, okay. I do think it is actually so. This is going to be really interesting then.
Oh my god!
I feel like-
I hope that like in a future episode you're saying, Samaa, you were right.
I've always loved Marvel, and I just think that they still have. I do genuinely believe they still have a chance to redeem themselves.
Look,
but it's really like they're on a precipice. If they fall, they've fallen.
exactly.
It's really risky.
Look, I hated DC before James Gunn. I like DC.
James only just came in though, didn't he?
Yeah.
So where were you before James came in?
I love the characters of DC more than characters of Marvel.
So we're talking, forget James Gunn now. Before James Gunn stepped in.
I hated the movies. Not the characters,
you liked the comics.
movies. Yeah.
You hated the movies.
Yeah.
Where was your thoughts on Marvel at that point?
That was before Endgame.
Yeah.
So I loved Marvel because the movies came out good.
So it is literally loved Marvel, Endgame, it fell off, as you say.
And then DC
James Gunn stepped in and now DC. Okay, so that provides a bit more
But if we're talking
context.
about comics and the characters, DC.
DC's always... See, my friend says that. She was like, absolutely, at the time when we first had this, it was probably 2019 now, she was like, Marvel for the movies, DC for the comics.
Honestly,
That's
I
one thing
agree.
she's always said. So.
Back then. But now, now, because James Gunn took over, DC. Because he actually reads the comics. He doesn't be like, Superman! He reads what's happening in the comics.
Yeah, okay. So, you know what? This was actually an interesting debate, and I don't hate you as much as I did when we first started it.
I feel like you are like, oh my god. Like, after this debate, I'm still full on DC. Whereas you're like, Guys, I want the debate! I want the debate!
You know what? While we're talking about debates then and things, should I mention a few films that I cannot understand why everyone else likes?
Yeah.
So, some of them you might have not watched, some of them you might have. Have you seen The Lord of the Rings?
I've watched The Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, and everything.
So, Lord of the Rings, don't understand it. Don't get what the hype is.
I mean,
so long.
I think it depends on if you read the books or not. But also, Lord of the Rings is a good movie. Like I
just remembered another
I
one.
don't wanna be like, Lord of the Rings is such a good movie, and it is. But I don't want to be like arguing with you about it when I'm like,
you're not
Lord
super
of the
fan
Rings,
of it.
yeah.
Okay. Harry Potter. Do you like
I
Harry
feel like my friend is gonna come to Bournemouth and argue with us. She loves Harry Potter.
I tried Harry Potter, and the only film I liked was the one apparently everyone hates, which is Chamber of Secrets with the snake.
I don't know what it is about you. You love everything.
I don't know why, but yeah, I cannot stand Harry. Okay, do you want to know where my head goes? Witches and wizards? No. In any film with zombies in it, I do not understand you. So I've never seen like Shaun of the Dead. Never seen that. I just don't get zombie films.
Isn't that Edgar Wright? Shaun of the Dead?
Possibly, I don't know. I wouldn't know.
Okay, continue with other movies.
So this is a big one because I know it is very, very popular. I used to work in the cinema when the part 2 came out. Dune.
Oh, my brother is gonna fly here to argue.
Sorry, I just spawned in the room. No, the cinematography, fantastic. Cannot fault. Absolutely stunning visuals. And in the music, goosebumps. I can say that objectively. The script, the story. Oh my god, the amount of times I wanted to bang my head against the wall. I have ADHD, so I love watching really short, quick, stimulating films.
Yeah.
But Dune was so long. I just don't understand it. Why did I have to sit there for 3 hours watching part 1 and just focus on? I couldn't focus on it. Part 2 was no different. Sat there in the cinema. You know what? Can you hear how quick my voice has gone now? I had to watch part 2 twice because I went to take different friends. 6 hours of stupid part 2. I'm sorry. Sorry. I don't get it. I don't get the hype.
What else?
Avatar. I'm sorry, but I don't get Avatar. I went to take some family
So
to watch.
franchises.
Yeah, the popular ones. That's
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like Avatar was more tolerable, but I just watched it and I was like, I don't get why people are like, oh, I love this film. I need to buy all the popcorn buckets. I need to just take everybody. I don't get it.
What else other than Avatar?
Star Wars.
Oh,
I've
I've never
tried
watched
that. Can't get hooked onto it. I'm sorry. Okay. This might be interesting because it's a classic one and I think you might have seen them. Alien. She was slumped in a chair. She suddenly sat up and was like,
You're
what?
kidding. You don't like Alien?
The only Alien I watched was it last year's one? What was the
Alien Romulus?
Yeah. Oh, that's the... Right. I was there before I went in and I was like, right, can't stand alien films. Let this be about an alien and they have to fight the alien and it's really boring. And then it was so predictable. And I sat there, I was like, everything I imagined an alien film to be, it was exactly that. Like, nothing surprised me about it. Even when that woman was pregnant, at the very start, I went, yeah, that's an alien. So the whole time, I was absolutely like, I've just wasted 2 hours of my time here watching this. I don't get it. I'm sorry, it's boring. It's her jaw's dropped to the size of the microphone. I don't get it. I'm sorry.
That's criminal.
I don't get it. Why do you like Alien? What is it that's...
It's the first movie was literally a horror movie. We didn't know that there was an alien. We knew there was an alien, but they didn't show it.
Okay. So it's more psychological.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was literally like a horror movie.
Yeah.
The second, going chronologically with the timeline, the second is Romulus.
Yeah.
So you know that robot we saw in Romulus?
Yes.
That was a robot in the first one.
Yeah.
That was cut in half.
There's a few things that I understood were prominent in the previous films because there was a guy that got introduced and I heard everyone go, "Ooh," and I was like, I don't know who this guy is, but I know that he'd have been there in the previous ones for that reaction.
What I love about Alien was the xenomorphs are such a good practical thing. You see the guy in the end of the movie of Romulus, the tall guy.
Yes, I do remember.
He's not. By the way, he's not like prosthetics. He's actually like 7 feet tall.
Jesus.
Like 7.5 feet tall. They found like a basketball. There's a picture of the actor and Kaylee Speeney who acts as Rain.
Okay.
And it's so funny because she looks like she's 3 apples long, tall. I mean, and he looks like a tree trunk.
A tree trunk.
Because she's like looking up at him and she's laughing.
Yeah, It falls under the witches, wizards.
I don't get it because
aliens and zombies. I just don't. I don't get why people get the thrill of it. I really don't. The people sit there and go, "Whoa, this is amazing." I'm like, I don't get it. I'm sorry, I'm bored.
I don't get you. I don't get you. How do you sit there and watch like a...
Just people running around shooting aliens. Oh, there's an alien, shoot it.
I don't get how you watch a movie that's also predictable. So superhero movies are so predictable. They always win in the end.
I know that they always win at the end. Yeah, but hang on a minute. They didn't win in Infinity War.
Oh my god, not this again.
They didn't win Infinity War, and you can argue that Spider-Man in No Way Home didn't win. He lost. Everyone's forgotten him. I do wish one thing. Right.
But it's so predictable. You know, in the end of this whole thing, he's gonna win.
I suppose. Do you want to know? Right, this is gonna surprise you a little bit, right? Because I'm always, like you said, sunflowers, rainbows, and happy times. Character arcs. What is your favourite character arc? Like archetypes and like journeys a character goes on. Because sometimes I know you have two characters, might be lovers to enemies, enemies to lovers, friends to, you know, like the different dynamics you have. Like, should I give you an example?
Yeah.
Of my all-time favourite.
I swear, if it's a Marvel movie, I swear I'm gonna walk out.
Okay. So it does kind of happen a bit in No Way Home. But my favourite thing that we don't see in movies enough is when the hero gets really broken down and turns to darkness. So you know Spider-Man 3, where he gets Venom? And we see a bit of that where he turns dark.
Yeah.
We also saw a bit of it in No Way Home where then Tom Holland is beating the Green Goblin and the other Spider-Man has to step in. I love when heroes turn to villains and we don't see it enough. They don't keep a villain enough. But that is, the only Star Wars I do like for this exact same reason is, I think it's called Revenge of the Sith. It's one of the earlier ones where Anakin turns into Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes. I could eat it up all day. It was goosebumps. I love it. Just when the character turns dark and they go through their villain era. Underrated.
That's gonna be an interesting question.
I've thrown you a curveball there, haven't I?
Yeah, you did.
Because everyone's like, I love when a villain turns into a hero. That's so cool.
What about when a hero turns into a villain?
A hero. Oh. Have you ever seen Once Upon a Time, the Disney series? Well, it's on Disney.
Yeah, I know it.
And it's a whole fantasy stories, and they're all mixed in each other's worlds. I love that so much because I think it's season 5. Emma Swan, who is the protagonist of the whole series, turns dark in that season. And when I tell you how good that was, heroes to villains, and they need to stay a villain for a little while. Like, I want to see a dark Tom Holland Spider-Man. I'm rooting for that in the next Spider-Man.
I'm thinking about movies that heroes turn into a villain.
They don't do it enough.
Yeah,
they're always like, we can have a performed villain and the villain's now a good guy and that's brilliant. But I'm like, no, we need a really good hero who everyone loved. I feel like that's more of a book trope.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I can't focus on books long enough to keep going.
You can't focus on anything these days.
It's boring straight away. I can't. With series, I always give first 20-minute episodes to watch, and if I can't get into it, that's it. It turns off, and I've never watched it again. Like Stranger Things, it took me so many watches to try and get into.
Did you get into it?
I did get into it. The new series comes out next week, I think, doesn't it?
Does it already?
Like the last season. Yeah.
Does it? I didn't even realize.
Yeah, Stranger
Things. Next week. Heroes turn into a villain. It's not a lot, is it?
No. And that's what I'm saying. If I were to release a film, it would be a hero turn into a villain. I was actually starting to write a book, in whether I ever release this book, I have no idea. But it's about, we follow this journey where everyone loves the hero and he's accepted by everyone, and then he turns dark and I can't get over it. It's
Damn, I want to read the book now.
I've got a whole plan for it. I just haven't wrote it. So one day, future me, if you're listening to this, be proud that you've wrote the book. I know I will do it one day. No, if you got a favourite character trope, then whether it's, I don't know, hero.
It's gonna be hard.
Or think of. Could be like romance, like I said, where
no.
enemies to lovers to enemies. Like it could be.
With romance, I kind of like friends to lovers.
Oh, it's like slow burn stuff then.
Yeah, like you've been friends for like childhood friends. You've been friends for so long. When did that switch happen?
I love
where you're like, oh my god, I'm in love with her. Or he fell first, she fell hard, or she fell first.
They're quite sweet. Yeah, they are quite sweet. So you're like the more realistic romance.
No, I do. I literally, if I hate someone, I will never fall in love with them, so I don't get it.
I like the dynamic. I just feel like it's more exciting from enemies to lovers.
Yeah, I like the dynamic too, but realistically, if you hate someone, you think you're gonna fall in love with them?
You didn't watch Big Brother, did you? If anyone's listening and you watch Big Brother, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say this. I think Caroline and Richard should get together. They basically they hate each other, quote unquote. It's almost like banter throughout the whole show, but they're the same age, and I'm like, I could see them getting together. That could be enemies to lovers.
Maybe it's only me that I don't think I'm gonna like see someone I hate them and be like, oh, one day I'm gonna marry you.
What does this say about me? I'm like, I love heroes to villains. I love enemies to lovers. Maybe I'm just like.
Whereas I'm like, I love friends to lovers.
To be fair, I did say that I like Billy Loomis, so I think this is saying a lot about me.
True, you did say that. I do like when villains turn, but it doesn't happen like within an episode.
No,
it happens within seasons.
Yeah,
or movies.
Get to know that character, and then they slowly turn.
Like I hate them, and I'm like, my favorite. At the end of the show, I love that actually. What's my favorite character development?
Yeah, character development, or even then, you know how each character has different roles in a movie. So sometimes you'll have the villain and the protagonist, and I think they like the morally grey character or the sunshine character, which one do you usually cling to, do you think?
Um, if it's what's funny, if it's a girl and she's like broody, because we never see that, I will cling into her.
Okay, like a morally grey.
If it's a girl,
Girl.
because I always see guys who's broodies, who
Yeah,
like
yeah.
broody. But if it's a girl, I'm like, oh, interested. But if it's a guy who's like sunshine and rainbows, I'm like, love him.
Like the geeky, nerdy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So I switch because we usually see broody guys and geeky girls, but I like it when it's the opposite. So it's broody girls and geeky guys.
So just things that we're quite unfamiliar to, you kind of drawn to.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, she's broody, love her. What about you?
I think I like in a story, so the characters turn into villains. I like the observant ones who are quiet but pick up a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I like the underdogs. I feel like they're the ones I watch.
For sure.
And I feel like when I watch a film, I'm always looking for the ones that seem irrelevant, but they've actually got a lot to the story. I feel like the protagonist is only great to me if they turn a villain.
Damn.
I'm like, they're cool, but I don't.
You're like, don't care about you if you're not a villain?
Yeah, I feel like I like characters with depth, something more to them, something that adds a plot twist in or takes a darker turn or something. I think that's where I go to. Do you want to know which film actually I wasn't a huge fan of and it's actually going to go, what?
What?
Twisters. Twister, loved it. Twisters, when I first watched it, I was actually disappointed because it wasn't scientifically accurate. I watched it, I was like, did they even have a meteorologist on set? I was watching it. Flabbers have been gasted, folks. I really liked the cinematography in it. I should have mentioned Twisters for cinematography. But I watched it and I was shaking my head like, you're putting nappies into a tornado and you're telling me it dissipates?
Guys,
no.
Guys, this is how I feel after she told me.
I can't hear it.
It's a heartbeat.
Oh.
I didn't just delete that.
I
Delete that, that was stupid.
I just think that was one that I feel like everyone would be like, oh, you loved it, didn't you? And I did like it. I like the character dynamic that it's kind of an enemies to lovers and Twisters actually with
But they never kissed.
And Glenn. Never. They did kiss. They cut it out at the final take.
Why?
I think
Why?
the director liked it open-ended and to annoy everybody. They never kissed. But yeah, Twisters was like, no, if you can take away a tornado, that you're saying you can spawn a tornado in. So I'm calling it now. Next tornado film is going to be them spawning in tornadoes as war weapons. Like, oh, I hate this state. Let's spawn in an F5 tornado.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I don't know about you, but I think that kind of concludes today's episode.
Honestly, it does, and I had a lot of fun.
I mean, I thought it was quite interesting getting to know your favourite.
I feel like it was more like just me and Shannon talking.
It was a bit of a waffle episode, wasn't it? But I think that you get to know us a little bit more as hosts because we've kind of jumped into, oh my gosh, this is Scream, this is Sketch. But now you're like, this is us. Yeah. This is our true thoughts on films. And
I don't know if we mentioned it before, but next week we're going to talk about Wicked.
We're watching it tomorrow, double bill.
What is it? The Wicked is gone.
You know, actual part 2 Wicked comes out on the 21st, but because we're watching a double bill, we get to watch it on the 20th. So we're watching it in the UK before everyone else does.
Guys, I'm going to spoil it. I'll let you log into the Instagram. I'm going to log into Instagram. I'm going to take a photo while I'm watching the movie. That's like a huge spoiler. I'm like,
you can't really spoil it though because it's been a Wicked West End production.
Maybe people didn't watch the West End.
I know what happens in part 2.
Bye guys. Thank you for listening. Listen to next week's episode, and if you want me to host again, let us know.
Absolutely.
I'll be happy to.
Cool.
And if you want me to kick Shannon next episode, I will be happy to too.
But feel free to check out our social medias at Real Talks Podcast. We are live on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. I feel like I'm missing one.
My brother wants to add Apple Music, by the way.
Apple, that was something that we can look into then, if that's a preference.
He literally replied to me as like, Apple Music. I was like, sorry. And it was like,
thumbs down. Okay, we'll definitely look into Apple Music.
Thank you again for listening, and hopefully you listen to next week's episode too, because Shannon's gonna take over.
Yay! Oh, okay, you're giving me the reins next week.
You love Wicked.
I do love Wicked.
You would love to talk about Wicked next week.
Yeah, go and watch Wicked before you listen to our podcast, by the way, because if you haven't seen Wicked Part 2, we are going to be absolutely diving into primarily Part 2.
Anyways, bye.
Anyway, thank you so much for listening, guys. Tune into the next episode. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.